let's do a trade breakdown for today. It is the 15th of October. It's 12 a.m. right now. It's 12 o'clock. So it's definitely well past the time that I said this morning. I said this morning that I'd wait until 11:30 to see a setup, and if I didn't see a setup by 11:30, then I'd get off the charts. I haven't been really looking at the charts. I already kind of I've just been glimpsing at them here and there, just saying like, oh, okay, price isn't giving me anything, because we have Powell speaking today in 20 minutes, in 18 minutes to be exact. So it's definitely very risky to take any trades right now. So I'm definitely not going to be doing that. And I can see that New York hasn't moved that much because of Powell speaking. Wait, why am I getting it to refresh? It's already good. Anyway, so we can see that price hasn't really done very much. It actually moved the most in Asia session. I don't know if that stopped my recording, like me refreshing my screen, but anyway, we can see that prices moved the most in Asia session. This pink one here is Asia session. I literally just had someone ask me if I take entries in Asia session. I only take entries in Asia session as long as they meet all of my criteria, which sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I've just learned that from backtesting. So from backtesting, I've learned that I tried backtesting only London and New York session, and then I tried backtesting Asia in London and New York, and I find that I'm able to pick up more entries. My profit doesn't range, like it doesn't go crazy, but I'm able to take some good setups, to be honest. And a lot of the setups I can usually ride the wave of the trend all the way into New York session if I take a good entry in Asia, but I just need to make sure that I'm taking a good entry and taking into consideration that the momentum's not going to be crazy. So anyway, if we look at today, this is all I had marked up on the chart. It was super simple today. We've just got this area of resistance here. We've got this area of support here, the highs, the lows, and if you look at it on the 4 hour, it'll be a lot clearer. I'm just taking so long to load. Okay, you can see it's literally just a high and a low, but then obviously on the 1 hour, it looks like a little bit more of an area of support and resistance. It's taking so long to load. I apologize. Okay, so we have price making an indication above this level. It did this indication yesterday, and then it's done the same thing today. It's just continued with that indication. I was expecting price to stop probably around about here and then retrace back, but it never ended up doing that. As you can see, it just continued up for Asia and then had this massive drop, and then it looks like it's just been consolidated. It hasn't broken any highs, it hasn't broken any lows, it hasn't broken anything. It's literally just traded within this range of this drop. So if you look here, there's a lower high that's been made, and this could be the internal structure to then start an uptrend to break that high. So that's what could happen. That's what I'm kind of seeing would happen. But what's probably going to happen is price is just going to make its way nowhere, and then Powell will open his mouth, and it will be like some crazy movement. I don't even know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to wait for that to happen and just let that happen and leave today's setup, even though it's one like solid setup that we had. We had that indication, the correction, and if price does want to continue to do a full correction, that would be great, but chances of that happening are not too crazy. So all I'm going to do right now, I'm going to put this here because that's what I'm looking at, so that if Powell does open his mouth and it does like some crazy movement and I lose sight of this high, at least I have it marked out, and then I'm just gonna not even send alert, I'm just gonna let price do what it wants to do. So let's journal this. We've got today's morning analysis, so I'm going to add in the trade recap. Okay, instrument is still gold. Okay, the setup observed is we got that indication and no correction, or half a correction, really. Reasoning for sitting out, there was no entry and no full correction. Obviously we didn't take a trade. My emotions, I was pretty calm, to be honest. I wasn't rushing. I was pretty self-aware of how speaking. I did follow my plan. I wouldn't really say I made any mistakes, other than maybe not doing my daily trading plan. Because I didn't do my affirmations or read my notes, to be honest. So that would be my only mistakes. Other than that, I don't think I made any mistakes on the chart. I left my chart pretty clear. I didn't move any of my alerts. I just let price do what it wanted to do, and it did nothing. So I don't know. I guess I would just say that that's my only mistake today, and then because of that, I'm gonna give myself an 8 discipline rating. My key takeaways for today. Honestly, it might be just the amount that price moved. Like, it didn't really move very far, and I could probably say that's because of news. So I guess I could use that as a takeaway. Because in reality, because we can see that price didn't move very much, I could have probably just taken the end of Asia session and been like, because it only retraced like 50% of the way, I probably have just been like, okay, it's cool. Like, I know that price isn't going to move during London and New York, so that's probably something that I could take away. And then what I'll do better tomorrow is just have a better routine. I did do my back testing today. I didn't do my study, and I didn't do my affirmations and my reading of my notes and stuff like that. So that's probably all I could have done better with the routine. But yeah, I feel like my emotions were pretty good this time, and I'm usually pretty honest with my emotions when it comes to trading, because obviously you have to be, but I wouldn't say I did the worst today. I definitely wasn't, because I used to move around my alerts if they didn't get hit, and none of my alerts really got hit today, so I didn't move them around, which was definitely better than what I usually do. So that's a win. But yeah, I guess there really wasn't too much today. I feel like today was just such a simple day. Like, even when I marked out the charts, like, everything was so simple, but there was no opportunity, which is fine. But yeah, anyway, that's my trade recap for today. Let me know how your trading day went, and if you took any trades, and I'm really excited to wake up and see what happened on the charts when Powell opens his mouth. But yeah, bye.